Hey guys and gals, it's the middle of the week and we are looking forward to having a great class with you today. Man, I'm excited about this combination set that we've got going on. It's going to go right in hand with what Zarek's been doing on our MMA class as well, and encourage all of our kids to be able to start participating in Zarek's class. Here's why: because normally those MMA classes are designed and set up to where you're not able to take them because of the time or your skill level, your rank, that kind of stuff, right? So everybody has access to a wrestling and MMA, so we're encouraging you to take advantage of those. Wrestling was yesterday, his class is going to be tomorrow, and encourage you guys to be able to participate in that, all right? Because again, like I said before, we have a league that we're looking at to be able to get involved with that actually does what we do, which is the Jukumite portion of things. And then of course starting our own league too, so that's going to be exciting too. And so these tournaments will help you out to be able to not just get better in your martial arts, but also in self-defense too, and develop, of course, everything that we're talking about that is whole and healthy individuals who know how to live life on purpose and never quit, right? And so of course we always want to focus on your integrity and character, and then because you're such a great person, we want you to have the ability to defend yourself. So it's really cool that we're looking forward to these things, but we do want to encourage you to start getting involved in his class. And don't forget, we're also excited about next week. Get back on the mats, yay! All right, so pay attention to the emails that are going to be coming out. They're probably coming out tomorrow with all the information about how to be able to get back in the class and about how to get back on the mats and stuff like that. There's going to be some guidelines we ask you guys to take care of. Appreciate you guys giving me some feedback on the Zen Planner portion of things. We'll be sending out reset codes to everybody, reset password emails. You'll be getting those to be able to get into your account if you have not already done so. So anyway, that's going to be a fun thing, and we'll look forward to next week. It's going to be awesome, okay? Zarek is going to be, of course, doing his class tomorrow. Like I said before, don't forget about it. He's going to be issuing you a challenge, all right? And however many kids are able to do as many of his classes, because we'll send out a link to let you make up those classes as well, to be able to participate in his classes. We're going to be giving some things out and that kind of stuff, all right? And so it's going to be some incentive for you. So anyway, without any further ado, we're going to be going forward today. Our warm-up is going to consist of everything that we've done so far, some of our drills. So all of our level 1 kids, Cruz, Levi, Elise, Andrew, and Giovanna, all you guys, we're going to be going through, and Selma, we're going to be going through, and we'll let you know when you need to kind of take a break and what you're trying to accomplish inside those warm-ups. We're not going to be doing a lot of exercise type warm-ups, but we're going to do a lot of drill type warm-ups, okay? And that's going to get us ready for the next portion, all right, of the class, which is showing, of course, building off of the technique combination of the 1, the 3, all right? And so we're going to be going off of that too. And then we're showing our leg set today too as well, all right? So here we go. Let's go and get started. So from here, we're going to start off just like we always do, and we're going to come out, courtesy bow. And when we're going through our drills, you're going to open up our leg back fighting stance, just like this here, okay? And then from here, you're going to come up, then we go in, and then out, and then all of our level 1 and little dragons, so on and so forth, we say touch, because this next block, Inambarai, is important for us to be able to go down and then circle it back, all right? We say circle back because it's a sweeping low block, so it makes that sweeping motion. Then we say push down, it's the palm heel block. We come back again. We always talk about recovery. Very important that we get back into our fighting stance or a safe place whenever we do any type of technique, and the way you practice doing that is by drilling it properly, all right? Now from here we go side, all right? When I go to the side, I want both of my arms to go out. I want to bring this knee to this elbow right over here, and I'm blocking with my shin. Because say side, just so you know, it's like a block to the side. But we're blocking and covering the whole side of our body here, all right? Really important, all right? And then we come down, point those toes, and then we come back into our fighting stance, all right? Then we go up, Joranuke. We're blocking any blocks to the head. Not hard, soft blocks, so we don't need to go way up in the air. And then we go in our Chudanuchi, all right? And that means it's a mid-level inside block. Again, not way out here, not behind us, but in front of us. So you see how my hand is in front of me here, okay? And then we go out, same situation. I don't go all the way to the side like this. I just need to go a little bit and give a little pivot, all right? And then we touch, then we go down. Still giving that little pivot, circle it back, then we push down. Because we bring it back, always recover, and then to the side. Our sune uke, our shin block. Then we come back 1, make sure we clear, and then 2. Notice that my hand comes up here, and then I push and clear out here. Just like that there. Now I'm back in my fighting stance again, all right? Kumite dachi. So ready, up, Jodan Uki, in, Chudan Uchi, out, Chudan Soto, that means mid-level outside. Touch just means touch. And down, this is our Gidan Barai, our sweeping low back. That means if I have to sweep it around, it circles back, all right? And then we push down, Sota Uki, our palm heel block, bring it back, that way we recover, and then we're gonna go to the side. This is Suni Uki, our shin block, all right? And it's primarily blocking with the shin because somebody might be trying to kick our legs. Leg kicks are pretty effective. They're simple, they're easy to get in, and they mess with you, all right? And so what I mean by messing with you is you're not able to walk after a little while. Somebody kicks you in the leg a few times. So what we want to do is make sure we protect our leg. Doing that shin block, it helps. But just in case, a round kick's really hard to see where it comes in. So I don't want to just keep blocking to the leg only. I want to cover all. Just in case I miss it and it goes up to the body, to my head or body, and I don't want this bone, feel that, hear that? I don't want that coming out. I want it to be the real meaty part of it coming out. So no bone, muscle, all right? That's how we turn. So now we go up, in, this hand's always staying up, staying on the phone, out, touch, down, circle back, and side. Man, I messed that all the way up, didn't I? All my names were coming out. I was like, circle back down, circle around. I was really focused on making sure we stayed on the phone, all right? I'm trying myself, all right, to remember all these things. So here we go, ready? Stay on the phone. Elbows in, remember the grapes inside. Bend your knees, all right? Now we're gonna take it up, all right? So level one, we're gonna get rid of a few words. So you just follow along, all right? So we should know this. Ready? Up, in, out, down, push down. We got rid of touch and circle back. And now we got rid of back. We did say back, now side. We go up, in, out, down, push down, side. We go back. And now you notice we sped it up a little bit. We put a little rhythm to it, a little demand. Ready? Now again, ready? Up, in, out, down, push down, side. Up, in, out, down, push down, side. Step back one, step back two. All right, one more time here, we're saying them. All right, the reason we say up, in, out, down, push down, side is because the other words are a mouthful. We're going to try them. Ready? Here we go. Joran uki, churan uchi, churan soto uki, iran barai, sote uki, sumi uki. See what I mean? Now say up, in, out, down, push down, side. And it just helps to make a way for you to remember, all right? It's a connection. Another way for you to retain information, all right? So all you kids, little dragons, if you want to really learn something, your math facts, your English rules, those types of things, you have to find different ways to make it happen. Sometimes you could sing it, sometimes you could put a song to it, sometimes you could put a rhythm to it, sometimes you could put pictures to it, sometimes you can have flashcards to it, you can have little games, pop quizzes like Quizlet or whatever. All of those different ways of learning help you to retain information. All right, because it's making a difference, following a different path to get inside your brain, all right? And so that way it stays there. The more paths that you can take and put all that information in your brain, the more that it stays, all right? So that's why we say the words, that's why we go through the motions, all sorts of stuff. We go through and then we give numbers to it, then we put a rhythm to it. All of these things help you to retain this information, and that's why it's really important, all right? So now, no words. We're just going to open up into our fighting stance, courtesy bow. Remember our quadrant footwork. We open up. We're in positions 1 and 3. In our boxes, we have 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 is behind me. So if I'm in my the traditional stance, I'm in position 1 and 3. If I switch my base, like you saw Zeri doing in his class when he did his base switch, we're here. Now we're in positions 2 and 4, just like this here. All right, so I switch back to 1 and 3. Look at that. Ready? 2 and 4. Good. 1 and 3. Good, nice, all right? So we're staying right here, right in our quadrant footwork, all right? Really important. Now, boxes we use for a lot of things. Judo, jiu-jitsu, for our striking, footwork, things of that nature. So here we go, ready, and go. Up. And again. Step back 1. Step back 2. Get on the phone. Very nice. Good job, all right? Good. Now, from tension position, we're going to take those blocks. And we open up center line. Good. And now the center line position helps us to identify the center of the body. This is the area we want to protect the most. A lot of times we're going to be moving, of course, the most vulnerable part which is our head and face, out of the center line, all right? Really important. But our body stays there sometimes. That's why we want to keep our hands and elbows inside to be able to work our blocks, all right? Really important, okay? So my hands are up just like this here. And again, that's why we do the blocks. See how it's kind of going through. And another name for that kata that we're doing here is fortress. We're making a fortress around ourselves, all right? We call it Achi 10, which is 8 points of blocking, okay? So when we come out here in center line position, it's the same as the fighting stance. I'm sitting, it's almost like in a wrestling, like a square stance, almost. All right, but my hands are here, all right? Just like this. I'm not as low. I'm just here. My knees are bent. Really understanding that my knees need to go over my toes. This line goes through all the way up here. And we're right here, shoulder width apart, right? And we're going to pivot each time. All the weight is in the balls of my feet. That lets my heels be able to turn and pivot. So I'm going to bring up my left hand first, and I pivot. See how my belt's facing this way. And then I recover. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Choraruki. And then we come back. Ready? Now we're going to go out, chura, soto. Again, keep this other hand center line and back. Now this hand's in front, and we go out. Then we come back. Now this hand's in front because it's the one that's blocking. Irambarai, remember, we circle it back. And then we come here, this hand's in front because it's blocking. Irambarai, circle it back. Very good. Now from here, I'm going to step back. When I step back, I don't lean like this. I am here, and I slide straight back, just like this here, right? So that is important on the footwork. I come here, and then I block myself inside, all right? Just chudan, uchi. And my other hand's up. Now I pivot back. When I pivot back, I close the fist. Remember, 4 fingers down, thumb locks. Turn here. This hand's up here now. Different type of chamber, all right? Don't go here or not here this time. I'm here because I'm setting up for another strike. It's to the head. That punches to the body. This hand comes out. It's a back fist to the head, all right? Striking with the back of the hand on the knuckles portion, not on the hand portion, all right? Striking with the back of the fist here, all right? And then we come out and we open the hand up. Thumb goes underneath and we're striking with this portion of the hand. It's a ridge hand. This hand's up as well, all right, to protect myself. Now I turn my hips. Now I'm going to come out, front kick. Remember, chamber, extension, re-chamber, place the foot down. On the extension, we're using the ball of the foot to get it out. My hips thrust. It's on that extension portion that we give that pivot. So we come up, chamber, extension, re-chamber, place it down. Now remember, we did not move this foot until we did that kick right there, right? So now from here, we're going to turn this way here. Pivot to start out with, so that way my little dragons, the level 1s, love you baby, have a good trip, and have a good appointment, all right? Call me. See you, Joe. So we come here, we turn, pivot right here. We're going to chamber. Now typically, when we actually do the round kick, we would pivot when we actually throw and extend the kick. So when we break it down in numbers and rhythm, we push here so we know that we have to pivot, because if you don't pivot, you're going to hurt your knee sometimes, and the power's not there. So we really stress pivoting first so you can understand that you have to do to get that hip to turn, get the heel up, then we chamber, extend, re-chamber, place it down. Now we come back inside, all right, we call this kosadachi, it's a stepping. I want you to get really familiar with this motion right here today, all right, because we're going to be using it either today or Friday. Depends on how much time we have. So I go here and notice my heel is facing the camera. Let's try that. Good. And now we come up and chamber this leg and blade and heel. Evan, you talked about the blade and heel. Look, I want the heel to come out first, and I turn my foot to the side so that way the blade comes out, all right? I want my heel to be hitting first, sort of like the arrow that goes in, the point of the arrow, and then the blade follows through, all right? So if you look at an arrow, the point of the arrow is going to be the heel, and then the side where the blade is on the arrow, that's the blade of your foot. And we want it to be narrow. We don't want a flat foot on that side kick, okay? Only when you're sparring, because if you're sparring, you don't want to throw the blade and heel out because you're going to end up hurting somebody, all right? But if you're sparring, you want a flat foot. But when you actually do the technique, we turn. We don't want the foot flat, we want to turn it. And we want the heel and the blade, all right? So now we're going to pick up this foot, turn the heel this way here, turn around, look, 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 look. And now we're going to come out and back, side kick, hands down. We come up, block, grab, and punch. We come back, courtesy bow. Step back 1, step back 2, step step back, 3. Awesome, good work. Ready, here we go. Ready for tension position. Courtesy bow, open up center line. Here we go. Now we're putting a little bit of time on it. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Come back up, courtesy bow, step back 1, step back 2, step back 3, step back 4. Go back to attention. Good, all right, so all my level 1 little dragons, I want you just going up to number 7. That's all you need to do is get up to number 7. So when we step back here, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else, all right? If you want to challenge yourself, you can come in with the reverse punch, the back fist, and the ridge hand, and then you're good. You can step out there. If you really want to challenge yourself, do the front kick, the round kick, and the side kick, and definitely stop there, all right? Don't worry about that spin back kick, okay? Level 2, same thing. You want to get all the way up to the side kick. You do not have to do the spin back kick, all right? But if you do want to challenge yourself, then definitely spin back kick. Just don't kick any walls or anybody, all right? And then, of course, everybody else moving on up, we want that to happen. So ready from the tension position, hold it. Courtesy bow, open up center line. Ready? Hey, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So all my level 1 little dragons, you guys can stop right here if you want to. Ready, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, you still with me? Nice, good. Let's go. Front kick, round kick, and side kick. Good. On my level 2s, if you guys want to stop there, you're more than welcome. If you want to keep going, you're going to turn that heel, turn around, and spin back. Good. Come up and straight. Hand back again. Courtesy bow. Good. Step back 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go back to attention. All right, all the way through now. Okay, so now you all know where you need to stop. Okay, courtesy bow, open up center line. Ready? Hey, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Back up. Courtesy bow. Step back 1. Step back 2. Step back 3. And back to attention. Good job. Nice, right? Just use it as a warm-up. There's a performance level of this kata that we'll do at a later time, and it shows the timing of everything and how the combinations work. There's little pauses and breaks and things of that nature, and how things come together to become one motion instead of just going 1, 2, 3. Okay? All right, very good. So, we're going to come out now, working into our stance set that we did Monday. All right, from tension position, courtesy bow. Good. Now we're going to come out. Actually, I need to be up here. That's right. Hey, forgot. Now we're going to come out, courtesy bow. Open up in your fighting stance, kumite dachi. Remember this. Now remember, all the time, we're in positions 1 and 3 here. Now we're going to come back, neko ishidachi, cat stance. Now we are in positions, what? 2 and 3. Right here. Good. Now we're going to come back, kibidachi, back into positions 1 and 3. Now we turn, heel, lean back, kokotsudachi, back stance. All right, still in 1 and 3. And then we go down into the bow stance, still in positions 1 and 3. And then we come here, low block, irambarai, zenkutsudachi, forward stance, still in positions 1 and 3. Now we go forward, reverse punch. Now we're in positions 2 and 4. Now we come up here, kosudachi. And now we're going to turn. Now we're same box here. We turn, and now we're here. Go back in your fighting stance again. On the other side. So here we go, kumite dachi, neko ishidachi, cat stance. Remember, I'm just here. 90% of the weight on the back leg, 10% on the front. Now we're going to come back, kibidachi, horse stance. All right. That means I have 50%, 50%, both feet parallel like on a railroad track, strong to the side. All right, now we lean back. It's a great transition stance to move ourselves out of the line of attack, still be able to kick off the front leg. So it's an offensive and defensive stance. We got about 60% on the back leg, 40% on the front leg. Now we turn. bow stance, all right? Now we got about probably 70% of the weight on the back leg, 30% on the front. Then we come back to the front here. Now we switch. Forward stance. We have 60% on the front leg, 40% on the back leg. Strong to the front. Covers a lot of distance. We come inside. Reverse punch. Good. With a forward stance. Step up. And our chudan block here. Kosadachi. Let me move back so you can see my feet in here. This stance is important. We're using it to pivot right now, but we'll also use it like in the Fortress Katachi 10 to do our side kick, to step with, okay? So I use this to throw with. It's sort of like what we call a back stance or back step. So when I'm in this position and I step up here, it's creating what we call a back step. And you know the back step because we use the back step in wrestling, in judo, in jiu-jitsu, but the stance is called kosadachi in jiu-jitsu. We turn around and we come back to attention position, courtesy bow. Nice job. Let's go through it one more time. Ready? Courtesy bow. And kumite dachi. Good. Neko ishi dachi. Cat stance. Good. Keep it dachi. Horse stance. Good. Kokotsu dachi. Back stance. And bow stance. Remember this out of the Kempo system. Good. And coming down from here. Kidanbarai. Forward stance. Step forward. And now we come up. Kosadachi, and we turn. Now we're in our ready stance right here. All right, good. Now we step back, fighting stance. Good, and we step back. Neko Ishidachi, kata stance. Kibidachi, horse stance. Kokotsudachi, back stance. And I'm just doing things with the hands so you can see the different positions that we have inside these positions here. These are open hands right here. Bow stance. Open hands are really great. And now I got closed hands. Step forward. But open hands are able to come forward and grab, block there. Not as threatening. I'm not saying I want to fight right away. Courtesy bow. Nice job. All right, you want to go a little faster? I do. Let's see if you can hang with it. All right, so hey, level one, little dragons, you guys. Just hanging with this, having fun with this kata. All right, so drilling kata. I want you guys to just have fun with it, all right? And just kind of get used to moving around. Don't worry about the details so much right now. Like, oh, I gotta get my foot here and get this knee bent and stuff. Just try to follow along in each of the positions, knowing that we have, of course, our fighting stance, our natural fighting stance. We have a cat stance. We have a horse stance. We have a back stance, a bow stance, forward stance, and a scissor stance, all right? So those 7 stances, there's 7 stances in there. And the moves work. So if you kind of get in that vicinity, in that neighborhood, that's awesome. We'll take these stances, we'll put them in other things too, other drills, other katas, stuff like that. But this one is good for you to go through, all right? Level 2, really do try to focus on at least understanding the stances and understanding what they are and the names of them so you can kind of identify them, all right? Level 3 and above, of course, we are working, of course, trying to refine those stances. Ready? Come attention position, courtesy bow. Ready, and 1, kumite dachi, neko ishi dachi. Kibidachi, Kotsudachi, bow stance, forward stance, come forward, Kosadachi, turn, good, and fighting stance, and cat stance, good, horse stance, back stance, bow stance, and forward stance, scissor stance, and you get back right where you're supposed to be in courtesy bow. Nice. And open up that ease position. All right? Nice job. All right? Very cool. All right? So we're going to stretch out for a little bit here, and then we're going to come back. But it's important to stretch, especially, you can see me, I'm rubbing my low back because it keeps wanting to lock up on me. So we're going to stretch out just a little bit. I planned on doing it anyway. But we're going to go from standing, coming down. You kind of warmed up. Just finishing that warm up now. Make sure you breathe. Come on up. Open up a little wider, shoulder and a half. Come down. Take both hands to one side. Stretch that hip back. Go to the other side. Come on up, put your hands on the hips here, push it forward. And backward. Make sure you keep your back straight. Forward. And backward. Don't hold your breath. Make sure you breathe. Forward. And backward. Good job. Put your hands right on the side there. Come straight over. Make sure you stay flat. It's like you're leaning against a wall and just trying to slide down. Try to get this hand here to touch that toe. Not able to do it. I know some people who can. Working on it. Can you believe that? I've been doing martial arts for almost 35 years and I'm still working on it. It's called persistence. Staying with it. Try to achieve that goal. Come to the other side. Good job. Open up as wide as you can. Put your elbows on the mat. You want to keep your feet flat on the mat right now. Really important that we don't let the legs go straight and get on the inside of the feet because man, that's really stressing the knees when you do that. I'm going to go to the right side, over to the left side. Good, you want to turn now. Facing the left side, take your left hand, put it inside your leg and around, like you're trying to grab outside. See my hand here? It's outside, so I go through and around. And I put this hand down and I go forward. Again, making sure you're breathing. Switch to the other side. Good, switch to the other side. I'm going to face you this time. So I want you to see what we're fixing to do when we go forward. That's important that we go forward like this. But we also want to turn the knee out while our hands are here. And we want to open the knee up while we look to the inside and then look away. Now we want to turn the knee in here. Try to touch our knee to our shoulder while we look at the knee. Now we go back forward again. Switch to the other side. Again, going to be facing you so you can see it. Coming around inside here. Still going forward. But now you're going to turn the knee out. Turn with it at first. And now turn away. So you're breathing. And now you're going to turn the knee in. Try to touch it to your shoulder. And then look to it while you're coming into it. Good job. Have a seat on the mat. Open up. Good. Let's go over to your right side. Let's go to the left side. Let's bring the left leg over the top, just like this here, and just come down. Put your hand under your leg, gable grip, and come forward. It's a new little stretch. For some of you guys, old for some of you guys, you've seen this before, but you haven't done it in a little while. It's actually a really good one. All right, pay attention now. See how I was on top and I was holding my toe up with my arm. I was laying my leg inside my arm like this, and gable gripping like this and pushing down my knee with my elbow. Now we leave the foot there. We're going to put it down, put this hand on the mat, take this leg, swing it around just like this here. Now, from here, we're going to switch our hands. So we're going to put this hand down and take this hand and swing it over your elbow, over your knee, and then turn your palm where your thumb is up in the air, and then look over your shoulder. And breathe. Good. Switch to the other side. Now we stretch out the left leg, take the right leg, put it on top, just like this here. Take the left hand under the toes. Take the right hand over the top, gable grip your hands, push your knee down, and then try to come forward. Good. Now we're going to take this foot, put it down here, just like this. Brace yourself with your left hand. Now you're going to take your left foot, swing it around, just like this. See how my feet are crossed, okay? So I'm crossed. And now I take my right hand, put it on the mat, take my left hand over the other side of my knee, and now I turn my hand to the front and turn my thumb up as I look over my right shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. Good job, nice, all right? Come on up, technical, stand up. Of course, always, okay? Hey, we talked yesterday about breathing. Breathing is very important, right? When you're doing your stretches, I'm gonna show you breathing, all right? And then when you breathe, you wanna do 3 sequences of these breaths, all right? So when you breathe, you wanna act like you have a light bulb that you're sticking in your throat, all right? When you're breathing while you're stretching. And when you breathe, you wanna breathe, close the mouth, and you wanna open, all right? It's like you're trying to make the roof of your mouth really tall. I know, it's weird, right? But listen, when we breathe in, it goes. So wash my hands. I'm letting my diaphragm push out, lets my lungs drop down, fill up with oxygen. Then my diaphragm squeezes. Diaphragm's all these muscles that come around here, and it pushes up inside your rib cage. So when I squeeze, those muscles push up, and it makes your lungs go whoop, and it pushes all that air out, all right? So we do 3 rotations of those. Breathe in, out, in, hold it for a couple seconds, and out. On this one, when we breathe in, hold your breath for just a couple seconds before you breathe out. Breathe in. And you push it. All right, what's happening there when you do that, you should feel like, woo, man, you should feel kind of good because your body's getting oxygen, and that's why it's important. You do 3 of those breath rotations with each stretch when you're stretching on your own at home, and that's what's going to really help you, okay? Hey, listen, go get some water. You're like, man, we haven't even really sweated too hard, Mr. Raven. You should be sweating a little bit off of all the drills that we did, but don't worry, we're fixing to sweat a lot, so let's go get some water and come on back.